Missing parts. The shunting yard at Knapford is one of the busiest places on the island of Sodor. Every day, cars and coaches of all sorts and sizes are heaved and hauled to and fro. Stanley, Rosie, and Charlie all work here, biffing and bashing cars. And sometimes, even Thomas helps out. One morning, at the shunting yards, Stanley and Rosie were playing hide and seek with one of Percy's mail cars.
Found it! In the shed! Over here!
Good game!
That looks like fun! My turn next!
Just then, Thomas whistled in. Behind him were 2 new diesel engines. Sir Topham Hatt climbed down from Thomas.
Good morning, shunting engines!
Good morning,
Good morning,
sir!
sir.
Good morning, sir!
I know how really useful you have all been, but I also know you need help to ensure the shunting yards run smoothly. So, along with Thomas, Splatter and Dodge will be helping you with your work today.
Hello?
Pleased to be here.
Hello, Splatter.
Hello, Dodge.
You want to hear a joke? Where do crocodiles keep their... Yes, sir. We'll give them a warm welcome.
Good.
And Sir Topham Hatt walked sternly away. Splatter giggled. Dodge gurgled. Charlie could only blink.
Well, what are we waiting for? We have to be busy.
Stanley and Rosie agreed. So did Splatter and Dodge. All morning long, the engines worked hard. Stanley biffed, Charlie bashed, Rosie shoved, and Thomas shunted. But no one worked harder than Splatter and Dodge. By the time they finished their shunting, the other engines were still puffing busily with their own.
Well done, Splatter!
And well done, Dodge!
You are really useful engines.
Splatter and Dodge gave a friendly smile as they went to rest, but secretly they were wobbling with worry. When the other engines had finished their shunting for the morning, they too went to rest. But Splatter and Dodge were no longer resting. They were stuttering and stammering in front of a flatbed of engineering parts.
You take it.
No, you!
Come on, Dodge. The diesels need this.
I don't care. I feel badly doing this.
We'll both feel badly if the boss knows we botched it.
Dodge thought and thought. Then,
Fine, alright. But hurry and scurry as fast as you can.
so with a clatter and a clang, Dodge and Splatter took the flatbed and rolled away. That afternoon, Stanley huffed and puffed around the shunting yards. Then he gasped. The flatbed of engineering parts was gone. He had to collect it for Henry's freight train. Now he couldn't.
What's wrong, Stanley?
You look worried.
My flatbed! It's gone! I know I left it here!
Just then, Charlie chuffed in. Stanley was cross.
Charlie, where is my flatbed?
Charlie was surprised.
Why would I know? It's your flatbed.
We all know you well, Charlie. Your tricks almost made me and Edward late.
And you sent Gordon right off the rails.
This made Charlie cross.
You know, Thomas, you're not so reliable yourself. You never do your jobs properly until it's almost too late.
At least I get them done.
The steam engines were so busy arguing amongst each other that no one thought to ask Splatter or Dodge where the flatbed was. Soon, the steam engines went back to work, but everyone was still cross with Charlie, and Charlie was still cross with everyone. Rosie left a car of tools for the steamworks in a siding, and went away to fetch empty cars for Toby. But when she came back...
flattened my funnel. Where did my car go?
Rosie chuffed crossly back to the lower track.
Where is my freight car of tools, Stanley?
Stanley was puzzled. What car of tools?
Don't tell me you don't know where it is. I saw you on the upper track before I left to bring Toby his cars. You had to have taken it.
Stanley steamed in surprise.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Just then, Thomas and Charlie rolled in.
What's the matter, Rosie?
Stanley is being silly. He won't tell me where my car of tools is.
Because I never took it.
Charlie groaned.
Not this again. What did this car look like?
Rosie thought.
It was tall and boxy.
Then Thomas gasped.
Charlie, I saw you earlier today with a car just like that. You must have taken it.
But that wasn't a car of tools. My car had crates of fish.
But now, everyone was cross with Charlie again. Charlie wheezed.
I'll show you. I'll show you all. I'm not the one taking the parts. You'll see.
And Charlie steamed and sulked away. Now, Charlie was fuming. More than ever, he was cross that everyone thought he was taking the parts. Then, an idea flew into his funnel.
Splatter and dodge. Splatter and dodge. Of course. They're taking the parts. And everyone thought they knew me well. But how do I prove it?
Then Charlie looked forward and saw another flatbed of engineering parts. Then he heard two horns and quickly hid in the shed. Splatter and Dodge rolled over.
Hurry up, hurry up!
I'm hurrying. We'll be fine. We've been fine twice before.
There's always a first time.
Then, as Splatter and Dodge were coupled to the flatbed, Charlie blew on his whistle as loudly and boomingly as he could.
Listen, everyone! Splatter and Dodge are taking another flatbed. They've been stealing everything. It was never me. Pop your pistons as fast as you can. Come on over and see.
Now Splatter and Dodge were trembling on their tracks. They tried to rattle and race away, but Stanley steamed straight towards them.
Not today.
Splatter scrunched and Dodge screeched to a stop. Then Sir Topham Hatt drove in. The Diesels were in trouble now.
Splatter and Dodge, what do you think you are doing?
Sir, if you'll let us explain,
Then Charlie arrived.
I'll tell you what they're doing, sir. They've been stealing freight cars from the shunting yards all day. Everyone thought it was me, but they were all wrong.
We didn't want to, sir. Honest, we
You two have caused confusion and delay. There were trains waiting at Knapford that needed those cars, and now they are all late. You must put this right at once.
Yes, sir.
We'll show you where we hid them.
Splatter and Dodge took Sir Topham Hatt to Tidmouth's sheds.
Here they are, sir.
In that shed. Over there.
Good. Now deliver them back to the shunting yards so that the others can shunt them. Then you will stay in these sheds for the rest of the day.
So Splatter and Dodge brought their stolen cars back. Thomas, Rosie, Stanley, and Charlie made sure the flatbeds of parts and the tall car of tools were delivered safely. And when at last the work was all done, Stanley, Rosie, and Thomas apologized to Charlie.
We're sorry we thought you took those cars.
We didn't even think to ask Splatter and Dodge.
And we shouldn't have been cross with you.
Charlie chuckled.
I told you it wasn't me. Good thing you figured that out, or I'd have been running on hot water.
Charlie laughed and laughed while the other engines went back to work. Everyone was happy once again. except for Splatter and Dodge, who could only sulk and squirm in the shed.